Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm your host, Danny Osmond. If you love podcasts, if you are passionate about your business, if you want to create and grow a podcast that will connect you with your ideal customers, and you want access to education, to resources, and to other amazing business leaders and podcasters who can help you do it better every single day, then this is the podcast for you. The new year is here, and I'm sure you're feeling fired up to make this the best year yet for you. But guess what? That fire, that focus, that determination, if you're human, it's going to dissipate over the course of the next few weeks because your best laid plans get interrupted by life, by surprises, by unintended occurrences. Sometime in March, you're going to raise your head from the hurricane of ideas, tasks, and work you've been submerged in, and remember those big goals you had back in January, and wonder how in the world you can get back to a place of making them come true this year. You're not alone. We all start out the year strong. And if we don't have a program or the accountability or the structure to keep us focused and intentional with how we're spending our time, it can all get lost. It's happened to me. And it's happened to so many other amazing podcasters I know. Which is why I decided that this year's the year I wanted to work with just a handful of driven, determined, and passionate podcasters so we can go to work doing the deep and focused work it takes to grow their podcasts and build their dream businesses. If you're ready to supercharge your podcasting success, rapidly build a quality network of people you can grow with and learn from, and cut your podcast learning curve in half. If you're serious about building an intentional, elite, and high-caliber community around you, and you want access to production wisdom, fresh opportunities, and to be around other people that just plain get it, there's no better route you can take than to join my personally crafted Podcaster Mastermind. As of now, just a few spots remain for my Podcaster Mastermind, a group that gives you and I the space and the structure to work hand in hand as you get clear about your vision, get focused in on what needs to happen in order to make that vision a reality, and take intentional actions to see it come to fruition. And with the regular accountability, the quarterly deep dive coaching sessions, and the annual retreat, and with me here with you every step of the way, having the profitable and purposeful podcast that you enjoy showing up for every day is inevitable. To find out more about my Podcaster Mastermind, go to dannyosmond.com/podcastermastermind and apply today. I'm responding to applications as they come in, and spots are filling on a first-come, first-served basis. We can't do this alone. And if the structured and customized support of a mastermind is what you need to finally achieve what you know you're ready for in your podcast and in your business, then I can't wait to read your application. Let's do this. dannyosmond.com/podcastermastermind. Nobody likes to fail. I don't like to fail. Yet, I'm hard-pressed to think of anything worthwhile that was ever accomplished without some measure of failure first. You've all heard Thomas Edison's story. As an inventor, Edison failed like 1,000 times at inventing the light bulb. But when a reporter asked him, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? Edison replied, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. Was Edison unique? Apparently not. Now, check out some of these others with plenty of experience failing. Here's one from Charles Kettering. Failing is one of the greatest arts in the world. One fails towards success. And what about Henry Ford? Failure provides the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. And Thomas Watson Sr. The fastest way to succeed is to double your failure rate. Now this one's from Robert Kennedy. Only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly. And what about Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players ever? I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed. And finally, the great golfer Bobby Jones. I never learned a thing from a tournament I won. Now let's take a closer look at failure and see why it's so vital to success. First off, you wear failure as a badge of honor. You took a risk. You made a heroic attempt at something. You acted. It may not have worked, but you tried. Congratulations. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? There is no shame in failing. Shame comes from sitting on your hands and doing nothing. The fact that you failed indicates that you had the courage to try. Now, let me say that again because that's important. The fact that you failed indicates that you had the courage to try. You stepped out, overcoming your fears, and tried. Way to go. Now, here's another thing about failure. You learned something new. Mark Twain joked, "A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way." I knew a man who once took a shower with his cat. He learned something too that he couldn't learn in any other way. Like Edison, you now know what doesn't work. That puts you one step closer to success. You're closer than ever to knowing what will work. In this way, failure teaches you valuable lessons, and you learn those lessons viscerally, experientially, and not just vicariously from some book or from someone else's experiences. In this way, the lessons you learn through failure are so much richer and much more memorable. And what about this? Failure builds character. Failure and the suffering we experience from it produces perseverance, character, and hope. Character or integrity is so important. Strength of character sets the person apart from others. Think of failing in terms of a workout. A workout is painful, but it's good pain. We endure the pain because we know that it will strengthen us. And as we grow stronger, our confidence, which is similar to hope, grows too. So we persevere and we keep trying. Each time we fail is like that workout. We're getting stronger and stronger, preparing to succeed. And finally, failure sets us up for sweeter success. Success without failing is cheap. Nothing gotten easily makes the effort seem worthwhile. Success without having first failed makes us lazy, complacent, and shallow. But when we failed, maybe over and over again, success is so sweet then. We savor it, we appreciate it, we celebrate it for what it is. Washington Irving once said, "Little minds are tamed and subdued by misfortune, but great minds rise above them." When was the last time you failed? Don't fret over failure. Instead, fret if you're not failing. It may be that you're not trying hard enough. So there you have it. If you're ready to make a change, a real change in your business in 2019, start today by, first of all, subscribing to this show on the Apple Podcast app or iTunes or Stitcher or Android or Google Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen. Number 2, write a 5-star rating and review. And please, number 3, share it with a friend, a colleague, or a coworker who you think would enjoy one of my episodes. Thanks for listening today, and I will see you next week. Today's show was brought to you by ConvertKit, the only email marketing system you'll ever need. After 5 years with the email marketing provider that everyone starts out with, you know who I'm talking about, I was desperately searching for one that was simple, easy to manage, and affordable. ConvertKit easily stood out above the rest, and I've been ridiculously happy with them ever since I made the switch. Emailing my community and creating automation series for special resources has never been so simple. Whether you're ready to start your first email marketing setup or you're searching for a new provider, I highly recommend ConvertKit. Go check them out and other resources that I recommend at dannyosment.com/resources. That's dannyosment.com/resources.